7:25 a.m.
I started collecting clocks probably 30 years ago and focusing on Canadian-made. I had had a dream for probably 20 years ago now about opening a clock museum. First clock, probably a Vienna regulator wall clock that I bought at an antique show in Kingston a long time ago, 1980s probably. And it was a fellow who still runs an antique clock repair shop in Kingston. And I think that got me hooked that way. Probably shortly after that I started to add clocks to that first one. So slowly but surely there were dozens, and I can remember at one point winding 30 clocks because I had them all going and I could lubricate them or take them apart, clean them as necessary. So at one point at home I would have up to 30 clocks I'd wind every Sunday night. It's the only clock museum in Canada and the only one in the world telling the story about Canadian companies. Occasionally I get questions about why do I like clocks, but I've got no idea. Maybe there's something deep in my psyche that I don't know about. Most people that come in, they like the sound of ticking clocks. Most people find that restful. I still recall one woman that came in with her husband, though, quite a few years ago now, not long after we opened, and she was very uncomfortable hearing clocks ticking and maybe seeing the pendulum swinging. Now, literally the time we've been sitting here, or you watch a clock pendulum swing back and forth for 5 seconds, that's 5 seconds of your life gone, and mine, never to be recovered. Was that what was bothering her? I don't know. I never did find on the internet what sort of a phobia it might be. But time is running. I can see myself being in one way or another involved with this museum for quite a while. And believe it or not, in my will, my ashes are supposed to be in an urn somewhere on a shelf in this museum. The idea to be in an urn somewhere on a shelf besides some ticking clocks, keep on ticking. Do people think I was crazy? I suppose some people might have, but no, I never heard. A lot of visitors that come in, of course, people who hear about our museum or check our website out, they've invested a fortune, small fortune, in their families. And in my situation, my investment's been in the clocks and now in this museum, and it's my contribution back to Canada. Simple as that. To Ontario, to Canada.